3 key lessons from Atomic Habits. Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the powerful insights from James Clear's best-selling book, Atomic Habits. In a world obsessed with overnight success, it's easy to forget the power of small, consistent actions. Atomic Habits reminds us that real change doesn't come from some grand gesture, but from the tiny choices we make each day. We'll explore 3 key lessons from Atomic Habits that can transform your life by changing your habits. By understanding these principles, you can unlock your potential and achieve remarkable results. We often overestimate the importance of single defining moments while underestimating the significance of making small, consistent improvements each day. These tiny changes might seem trivial at first, but they can lead to substantial transformations over time. It's easy to dismiss a 1% improvement as insignificant. We might think, what's the point? It's such a small change. After all, it's barely noticeable in the moment. But this mindset overlooks the power of incremental progress. But consider this. If you get just 1% better each day for a year, you'll end up 37 times better than when you started. Imagine the cumulative effect of these small gains. That's the power of compounding small gains over time. Just like compound interest, these tiny improvements add up exponentially. Conversely, if you get 1% worse each day for a year, you'll decline to almost zero. This shows how small negative habits can also compound and lead to significant deterioration. This highlights the detrimental effect of neglecting your habits. Small bad habits can accumulate and lead to a downward spiral. It's a slow and gradual decline that can sneak up on you. Often we don't realize the impact until it's too late. The small losses compound just as surely as the small wins. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. The key takeaway here is that your current trajectory matters more than your current results. It's about the direction you're heading, not just where you are right now. It doesn't matter if you're not where you want to be right now. What matters is the path you're on and the habits you're cultivating. What matters is whether your habits are moving you in the right direction. Are you taking steps, however small, towards your goals? Are you making daily choices that align with your goals and aspirations? Each decision, no matter how minor, contributes to your overall progress. Think of it like steering a ship. A small adjustment to the rudder might not be noticeable at first, but over time, it can dramatically alter the ship's course. A small adjustment to the rudder might not be noticeable at first, but over time, it can dramatically alter the ship's course. This analogy perfectly illustrates the impact of small, consistent changes. Similarly, your habits act as the rudder of your life, guiding you towards your desired destination. Each small habit is a tiny adjustment to your life's course. So how do you harness the power of 1% improvements? It starts with awareness and intention. Start by identifying the key habits that will have the biggest impact on your life. These are the habits that, when improved, can create a significant positive shift. These are the high-leverage habits that can create a ripple effect of positive change. Focus on these and watch how they influence other areas of your life. Once you've identified these habits, focus on making them slightly better each day. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. It could be as simple as reading one more page, expanding your knowledge bit by bit, walking for an extra 5 minutes, gradually improving your fitness, or eating one less unhealthy snack. Remember, consistency is key. These small actions, repeated consistently, lead to significant results. It's not about perfection, but about showing up each day and striving to be just a little bit better than you were yesterday. Consistency builds momentum. Over time, these small improvements will compound into remarkable results. Celebrate your progress and keep moving forward. We're often told to set ambitious goals and strive to achieve them. Goals are often seen as the ultimate destination, the pinnacle of our efforts. While goals provide a sense of direction, they only offer a temporary change. They are like a fleeting moment of clarity in a sea of uncertainty. Real, lasting change comes from focusing on your system, the processes that underpin your habits. It's the daily grind, the small steps that lead to monumental shifts. Think of it this way. If you're a basketball coach, your goal might be to win a championship, but the championship is just the end result. You wouldn't spend all your time thinking about the championship trophy. That would be counterproductive. Instead, you'd focus on developing the systems that will lead to victory. Things like practice routines, game strategies, and player development. These are the building blocks of success. The same principle applies to personal growth. It's not about the end goal, but the journey and the systems you put in place to get there. If you want to achieve a goal, you need to design a system that supports that goal. This means breaking down the goal into manageable tasks and routines. You need to create an environment and a set of routines that make it easier to stick to your desired habits. Your environment should be a reflection of your aspirations. If you're struggling to change your habits, it's not because you lack motivation or willpower. Often it's because the system you're using is flawed. It's likely because you haven't designed a system that facilitates change. A well-designed system can make even the most daunting tasks seem achievable. You're essentially trying to play a different game with the same old rules. To win, you need to change the rules and adapt your approach. So, how do you build a system that supports your goals? It starts with understanding what drives you and what habits will have the most significant impact. Start by identifying your keystone habits, the habits that have a ripple effect on other areas of your life. These are the habits that, when changed, can lead to a cascade of positive changes. For example, exercising regularly can improve your sleep, energy levels, and productivity. It's a keystone habit that influences many aspects of your life. Once you've identified your keystone habits, focus on making them easy, attractive, satisfying, and obvious. These principles are the foundation of effective habit formation. These are the 4 laws of behavior change, and they provide a framework for designing an effective system. They help you create habits that stick. Making a habit easy means reducing the friction associated with it. The less effort it takes, the more likely you are to do it. For example, if you want to start exercising in the morning, lay out your workout clothes the night before. This small step can make a big difference. Making a habit attractive means pairing it with something you enjoy. This makes the habit more appealing and easier to stick to. For example, you could listen to your favorite podcast while you exercise. This way, you look forward to the activity. Making a habit satisfying means rewarding yourself for sticking to it. Rewards reinforce the behavior and make it more likely to continue. This could be something as simple as checking it off your to-do list or enjoying a healthy treat. Small rewards can have a big impact. Finally, making a habit obvious means creating visual cues that remind you to do it. These cues keep the habit at the forefront of your mind. For example, you could leave your running shoes by the door. This simple act serves as a constant reminder. By focusing on your system and optimizing it for your desired habits, you create an environment that supports your goals and makes success inevitable. It's about building a life that naturally leads to the outcomes you want. Chapter 3. Building identity-based habits. Many people try to change their habits by focusing on what they want to achieve. They set goals, make plans, and muster up their willpower. They believe that if they can just push through the initial resistance, they will eventually succeed. While this approach can work in the short term, it often fails to create lasting change. The initial motivation fades, and old habits creep back in. The problem with this outcome-based approach is that it doesn't address the underlying beliefs that shape our behavior. It focuses on the end result rather than the process and the identity behind the actions. Our habits are not simply a reflection of what we do, but of who we believe we are. They are deeply intertwined with our self-image and our identity. If you want to change your habits for good, you need to start by changing your beliefs about yourself. This means adopting a new identity that aligns with the habits you want to build. You need to build identity-based habits, habits that are aligned with the person you want to become. This approach focuses on becoming the type of person who can achieve the goals you set. Think about it this way: every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to be. Each small action reinforces your desired identity. If you consistently eat healthy foods, you're casting votes for being a healthy person. Each healthy meal is a step towards solidifying that identity. If you regularly exercise, you're casting votes for being a fit person. Every workout session is a reinforcement of your commitment to fitness. The more votes you cast for a particular identity, the stronger that identity becomes. Over time, these small actions accumulate and shape your self-image. And as your identity shifts, so too will your habits. Your actions will naturally align with your new self-image. So how do you build identity-based habits? It starts with a clear vision of the person you want to become. Start by deciding the type of person you want to be. What kind of qualities and characteristics do you want to embody? What qualities do you admire in others? Look to role models and mentors for inspiration. What values do you want to embody? Write them down and reflect on them regularly. Once you have a clear vision of your desired identity, start acting like that person. Take small, consistent actions that align with your new identity. Don't wait until you feel like it or until you've achieved a certain level of success. Start now with small steps. Start small and focus on consistency. It's the small, daily actions that build up over time. For example, if you want to become a writer, start by writing for just 15 minutes each day. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be consistent. It doesn't matter if what you write is any good. What matters is that you're showing up and acting like a writer. The quality will improve with time and practice. What matters is that you're showing up and acting like a writer. Consistency is key to building any new habit. As you consistently act in alignment with your desired identity, you'll start to believe it more and more. Your confidence will grow, and your new identity will become a part of who you are. And as your beliefs change, so too will your habits. Your actions will naturally follow your new self-image. Remember, your habits are a reflection of your identity. They are a manifestation of who you believe you are. If you want to change your habits, start by changing your beliefs about yourself. Embrace the identity of the person you want to become, and your habits will follow. Thanks for watching. If you found these lessons helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. We've explored the power of 1% improvements, the importance of focusing on systems instead of goals, and the transformative potential of building identity-based habits. Let us know in the comments which lesson resonated with you the most. Stay tuned for more videos that help you build better habits and achieve your goals.